And welcome back to Landrum High School as we get ready for some boys action. Ken Walter here with Kevin Jackson getting ready to call the action for this game as Landrum comes in with a overall record 10-9, and in Region 1 2A boys they're currently standing in 4th place at 2-3, and Brashier Middle College is at 5th place at 1-4, 3-11 overall, but 1-4 in the region. So should have a fairly good game here tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, it's very important for these teams to get in right now. They're trying to get in. Top 4 teams, I believe, if I remember correctly, go to playoffs. So trying to get seedings straightened out underway. A big one here in the cage tonight.
And the tip is controlled by Landrum as we're underway here at Landrum High School. And quickly called for a travel is Cooper Tidwell.
Didn't have that ball. I didn't think long enough arted to travel, but
yeah, kind of a quick whistle. I didn't get a good look at it, so we'll have to go with what he says. So Brashier has the ball. 22, Matt Burdick, their leading scorer, passes over to Sam Farhat. Throws the ball out of bounds. A turnover to Landrum.
Brashier Middle College, another one with realignment and may not be in the same region next year. Depends on how everything shakes out. So maybe some of the last times for at least 2 years that these two face off in region competition between Landrum and Brashier.
McIntyre passes over to A.J. Lindsay at the top of the key. Back over to McIntyre. Now over to Isaiah Atkins. Pass over to Cooper Tidwell. Quick pass in motion. Tidwell with the shot, no good. Atkins chases it down, passes it back in to McIntyre. He passes over to Noah Dodd, who puts up a 3, rattles out. Looks like we're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow will be Brashier. As Brashier inbounds the ball. Landrum sets up in a 1-2-2 zone. Brashier brings the ball down. Nate Hagan dribbling over to the right side. Now over to Matt Burdick, their leading scorer. Hagan with a shot, no good. Rebound over to Noah Dodd. Quickly up the court, drives the basket, and he loses the ball out of bounds to Brashier.
In this day and age, I don't know if saying don't want to beat a dead horse is the correct thing to say anymore, but not to beat that into the ground. But said this in both boys and girls competition the last time the Cardinals have been on the court here at the cage and such. Based on standings, based on record, one would expect Landrum to be favored in this contest. You can't take anything for granted in region play, but I'd love to see Landrum tonight. They look frankly sloppy a little at times versus Greenville Tech Charter. Love to see them come out with the intensity, the crispness that they have, even though they've been in losing efforts against teams like High Point. But love to see the intensity and focus that they had in those games tonight. Take care of business here tonight if you're a Cardinal fan at the cage.
Dodd with a 3-point shot after Bishop Fogel drains a 3 for Brashier. That was a Guy Johnson 3-point shot by Noah Dodd, Landrum's first 3 points of the game. 3-point shot attempt by Sam Farhat, no good. Rebound A.J. Lindsay over to Noah Dodd. Dodd picks up his dribble, back over to Lindsay. Lindsay closely guarded by Sam Hagan. Ball's lost out of bounds. It'll be Brashier ball. Well, we can't give anything away. Eastside upset Dorman Friday night, so Dorman was ranked in the top 10 in the 5A level.
Yeah, region play, you just can't take anyone for granted no matter what their scores, their record is. They essentially prepare all year for you and the teams in this region.
Yep.
So it's if you come in with a bad night, don't have the focus, overlooking maybe ahead to a Friday night contest where Liberty, like the Cardinals could be, with the Liberty team coming in 3rd place in the region, looking to maybe take the next step and gain that extra seeding. You've got to take care of business against these teams that are also at the bottom and stuff, and they're out here playing hard, trying hard as they can. And if you don't give them the respect they deserve, they can sneak up on you and do something and really kind of derail your season. So like I said, Cardinals just got to buckle down, focus, and play again with that intensity we've seen them in those other contests. And that's a good way to start by a 3 for Noah Dye.
Yeah, another Guy Johnson 3, his second of the night. Landrum up 6-3. As Ivan Williams checks back in that last dead ball. And we're going to get a travel call against Brashier.
And for those of you who haven't, well, it's some of basically the way the Cardinals have not been able to take care of the ball. Their ball movement, their passing has just not been what it was, even though, High Point won by a good margin. So, but the effort in those games versus the teams that, I won't call them inferior because they're not, but the teams that at least on the scoreboard or at least on the standings are not what the top of the region is, the effort's not the same. And sometimes you get lulled into looking at that scoreboard, looking at those standings and feeling that you don't have to give that same intensity. But in a region race, in a season where you're building on a process, you've got to take it literally, the cliche is one game at a time, and work that process and work out and work on everything every game to get where you want to be, not just week or day to day, but at the end of the year you want to build up and be the best at the end of the year. So there's no days off once you get out of non-conference play. It's all building towards getting to the end. So you want to put in the maximum that you can every time to be where you want to be come February.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were talking about taking care of the ball, as Brashier throws the ball in bounds, misses the layup by number 30, Andy Burdick. Quickly down the court by Lindsay. You can't get the layup to fall. Rebound Burdick going the other end. Pass over to Victor Farah. Deep 3 by Sam Hagan, his first 3 of the night.
And conversely, if you're a Brashier Middle College coming here, Landrum's not at the top of the region. They're a 500 team. This is a team that you think maybe if we come in here and play our best, we can knock a team off and potentially get into the playoffs, which would be a big step for this program. And Coach Stout, who's a great coach, he's actually a Landrum grad himself over there on the other side, so it would mean a lot to him to win this game. You've got to bring all you have once you get to the region race.
Yeah. We got a little bit of back and forth going on. Landrum with the steal. Landrum with the steal. Run down by Noah Dodd, but he couldn't catch it before his foot stepped on the line. Landrum student section behind us don't like the call, but nonetheless, it's going to be Brashier's ball headed the other way. Landrum 6, Brashier, or Landrum 8, Brashier 6 right now. 3:07 left to go, and Brashier throws the ball away, then quickly recovered. 3-point shot by Victor Farah, his first 3 of the game. As Landrum inbounds the ball coming the other way, down 9-8 for the first time tonight.
Barry could have been a taunting call on that last shot made. Yeah. Not called kind of early in the game, letting that play out. But those are the things the officiating don't want to start causing a divide and a wedge and stuff here.
Well, you were talking about the turnovers. We just threw an errant pass, what we call an unforced turnover, unforced error. They've got a quick drive by number 11, Bishop Fogel, his 5th point of the night as he makes the driving layup. A.J. Lindsay driving to the basket with a Euro step, and he gets the bucket to fall. A.J. Lindsay's first 2 points of the night. Brashier bringing the ball down. Number 30, Andy Burdick. Passes over to Sam Hagan, who's already got a 3-point. Puts up a 2-point shot from the top of the paint. Misses the shot. Quickly down to A.J. Lindsay. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Ball's blocked, knocked out of bounds. They say his last off of A.J. Lindsay. It'll be Brashier basketball. Minute 57 to go. Landrum in their 1-2-2 zone. Long downtown 3-point shot. Bishop Fogel drains it. His second 3 of the night. As the Cardinals are down 14-10 as Ivan Williams has the ball, passes over to Noah Dodd. Back to Williams, who drives, gets the ball to roll, and it's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three. As fouls called on Nate Hagan, his first, team second. Noah Williams' first basket of the night. He's going to go to the basket for Flounder Seafood Restaurant free throw. Ivan Williams coming in at 66% from the free throw line, and he makes the free throw. Old-fashioned three-point shot. Minute 30 left to go. Andy Burdick bringing the ball down the court. Passes over to Victor Farah. Takes a drive. Tries to bounce past it into number 12, Aiden Muncie, who drains the 2-point from underneath the basket. Now Ivan Williams over to Hayden Martindale. Martindale picks up his dribble over to Dodd. Isaiah Atkins is back in the game. Posts up. Little baby hook. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Aiden Muncie. Brashier going the other way quickly. Victor Farah with the ball. Now over to Matt Burdick, who puts up a shot. Makes the shot from the left side. His first 2 points of the night. 18-13. Brashier up. Now errant pass. Isaiah Atkins couldn't handle the pass. He might have got pushed there.
There was a little bit of a push there.
I don't think the official called it. I think it affected Atkins' ability to come down with the ball, and nonetheless, Brashier comes down.
Would have been a little high, but I think he would have had it had not the push been there, but still a little off mark.
Martindale with the steal and the drive. Misses the drive, misses the basket, but it's got called. We get a foul called by number 11, Bishop Fogle, his first. Hayden Martindale will go to the free throw line. Martindale for 2 shots. First basket's good. 23 seconds left to go. Nate Hagan back into the game for Brashier. Martindale makes the second. Atkins checks out. Durham McIntyre checks back in. Full court press this time with 23 seconds to go. Quickly stolen by Martindale. Martindale up with the layup and good. 16 seconds to go. Quick inbounds pass. Got a foul call on Landrum. Foul's going to be on number 3, Maddox Brown, his first, team second.
And this shift, this shift a little more what you want to see. Usually when the Cardinals are met with even or less size in opposition, they can kind of outwork their opponents on intensity and effort. And this time, you saw here in this last little part, this kind of smothering defense. That's more where I think has been missing the last few days that I've seen the Cardinals play. The score, they've at times had the score and desire, but there's just kind of been a little slower through the motions than normal. So hopefully seeing this pick up here, they'll be able to power through it and get back in the way they're used to playing.
Yeah, as we had an errant pass, and one of the officials wasn't quite sure about the call. He got some help from another official. They ruled it Landrum basketball at the buzzer. Ivan Williams, no good. Halftime score.
First quarter.
First quarter score. Brashier 18 and Landrum 17. You're listening to Upstate Prepcast.
Of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney, we're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Visit our website at sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of Tough.
This is Steve Roper
Kevin Jackson.
at Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing, proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman.
Back here in Landrum, starting the second quarter. Second quarter brought to us by View Church and Guy Roofing as Landrum has possession. Martindale up top, over to Dodd to the right side. Dodd, his third Guy Roofing three-pointer of the night. Feed that man that basketball, I say. Brashier brings the ball back down. Inbounds, or into the paint in the post to Aiden Muncie, who couldn't make the turnaround shot. Martindale quickly down the floor, into the paint, over to Ivan Williams. Ivan Williams pulls up and passes over to Durham McIntyre, who's fouled on the way up. Foul's going to be on Aiden Muncie, his first. Officials questioning whether the ball went in. The ball did not go in. McIntyre to the line tonight for the free throw line. For the season, McIntyre shoots 39% from the free throw line. Let's see if he can improve that with these two. There you go. These Flounder Seafood Restaurant free throws.
And just in this last couple minutes, crashing the boards with a lot more authority, breaking off with a lot more dynamic movement instead of just kind of rolling through at a casual pace, making determined movements and such, a lot more akin to what you were typical to see out of a Landrum basketball team.
And he listened to me. 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Generally, unless you have 3 or 4 really tall 6'5", 6'6" guys on your thing, it's very hard to out-rebound a Landrum team, usually because of that's kind of where they're taught to be very physical on the boards and such. But now Landrum trying to go more up and down the court, playing with a lot more authority, looking to pass. And Hayden Martindale with a good shot, follows his rebound. Stepping over, you can take it away.
Yeah, so, no, I was just watching the play. You keep going. We had a quick play right here in front of our basketball. I was trying to absorb it all while you were talking, but Landrum tried to save the inbounds pass, couldn't do it. Aiden Burdick now with the ball for Brashier. I think Victor Farr got away with a travel, but he passed over to Burdick. Burdick lays it in for a basket.
I've often said that Euro step is, to me, this isn't Europe, so call it a travel.
And a turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Bishop Fogel. Going to have a quick foul on Landrum. Let's see what's on. Looks like it's on Williams, number 10, Ivan Williams, his first, team first. All fouls tonight brought to us by Seawright Funeral Home here in Inman.
Bob Seawright will be the last man to ever let you down, according to our very own Steve Roper.
Yeah, there you go. Long shot from number 5, Sam Hagan, who buries his second three-point shot of the night. Quickly down the other end as Cooper Tidwell puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Brashier. Again, Hagan with another downtown three-point shot. That's his third of the night. 26-22, Brashier up. And a turnover. Landrum just threw the ball out of bounds. Brashier will have the ball coming the other end. 5:55 left to go. One of the things when I was doing my research on this game is Landrum's averaging over 18 turnovers a game. And you mentioned it earlier when you were talking. That's too many in a game, especially when you're coming down and trying to secure a playoff berth. So here you go. We got a travel on Brashier. Shuffled his feet. The Landrum basketball is A.J. Lindsay checks back into the game. Yep. Ivan Williams goes out.
If this was a prize fight, the underdog has come in and they've connected a few blows, and the the favorite is absolutely right now a little stunned and such. Can they recover is going to be.
Well, that's why they play a full game.
That's why we play a full game.
Yep, so Landrum in their passing game offense. Looks like Brashier's down into a zone now. Ball's kicked out. Durham McIntyre could not catch up to the ball. Ball goes out of bounds to Brashier.
See, nobody's really moving. Nobody's really doing anything right there. It's just kind of everybody's standing around and watching. And
so Landrum extends their defense to a three-quarter press. It's a trapping. You see him trapped on the sideline now. Pass over to Bishop Fogel. Now over in the corner to Victor Farr. Nothing but air. Looks like they're going to get a foul. Foul's going to be on, I think they're saying Cooper Tidwell. Yep, Cooper Tidwell, his first. Team second. Waiting to put the ball in play. Here we go. Fogel throws it in. Long pass, missed. Another three-pointed tip by Brashier. No good. Now we get the official from the other end of the court. Trying to figure out what that was. I believe it was a warning on the coach. I believe that was a warning on the coach. So the sad thing about that is he called the warning, which when he blows his whistle, no, I take that back. It's a technical foul on the coach. Technical foul on Landrum's coach. Number 5, Sam Hagan, shooting 79% from the free throw line this year. Goes to the free throw line. He drains the first. Hagan with the second. Makes it. 28-22 Landrum. Now, with that technical foul, now the coach loses his coaching box privilege, so he has to be seated the rest of the game. He can't get up and be animated and coach. That's one of the bad things. But I thought he was going to give him a warning, but he must have said something really bad that the official didn't like. Here we go. Another foul called against Landrum. Called against number 32, Noah Dodd, his first. Said he got him, pushed him off of the forearm. 4:48 left to go. 28-22. Brashier. Ivan Williams back into the game. Noah Dodd to the bench. Matt Burdick to throw it in. Now what he tried to do, Landrum's defender had his back turned to Burdick, who's throwing it inbound. Burdick tried to throw it off the back of the Landrum defender. And as he was trying to come back and play, the ball bounced off the Brashier player, which was out of bounds to Landrum. Here we go, a long three-point attempt. No good. Offensive rebound by Davis Campbell. Getting a little rough down here. Loose ball, now they're going to call us a held ball. Possession arrow will be towards Brashier. Let's see what defense Landrum sets up. It's like they're backing up into a strictly man-to-man defense now. I think there should be a travel right here. One official calls the travel. One official calls the foul. They're doing the right thing. Get together and figure out which one caught was first. And that was the right call.
The guy with a direct look with no obstruction whatsoever had the travel.
Well, you got to figure out which one happened first. I believe the officials got it right. When the official's wrong, I'll get on him. But that was the right call. And a Guy Johnson three-point shot by Ivan Williams from that left corner. Tell you that both the girls and the boys love that left corner down there, that end of the court. Here's Brashier with a long three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, A.J. Lindsey going the other way quickly. Pass over to Davis Campbell, over to Ivan Williams, who's driving, puts up an 8-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound, Cooper Tidwell. And there's a foul called on Brashier. Foul's going to be on Bishop Fogel, his second. And a couple players checking in for both teams now. 3:51 left to go, 28-25.
Got to give credit a lot to Brashier. I mean, they're hitting these wide open looks, but somehow got to make these shooters, got to get in their face and not give them a lot of these wide open looks that they've been able to take advantage of thus far if you're on the Cardinals defensively.
Long three-point shot by Maddox Brown, no good. Rebound over to Brashier. Over to Burdick. Burdick driving to the basket, blocked by the 6'8" Isaiah Atkins. Atkins says, not tonight, not in this house.
And the Cardinals' most effective, he's listed as like 6'8" in there, but they are the most effective when he's in there. But a lot of times it's that shot up in the corner, no good. A lot of what they do, especially when he's not in there, because they lack the size interior with him out of the game, they'll crash and go 2-on-1, but it leaves that guy on the wing there wide open for shots. And tonight, Brashier, I think, hit more than above average percentages on those and such. Yeah. Can they sustain that? That'll be kind of the key to the ball game. Sometimes you can sustain that, sometimes you can't.
And just like that, Landrum.
But you can't keep giving them free chances.
Long shot again.
There's a chance to potentially make it a one-point game. Instead, you turn it over, give them an wide open look, and now it's all the way up to 6, but now down to 4 after A.J. Lindsey muscles his way through.
Yeah, good drive by Lindsey as Hagan had hit a three-point shot. Offensive foul against Brashier. Foul's going to be on number 10. This is Sammy Farhat, his first, team third. Both sides have 3 team fouls in this quarter. Landrum going to bring the ball down. A.J. Lindsey, 2:45 left to go in the second quarter. Landrum in their passing game. And Brashier with their zone. Looks like they're trying to extend the zone a little bit. Turnaround jump shot by Atkins. His first 2 points of the game. I think they should go back to that a little more often.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those few nights where they really do have a big guy that can win a lot of physical battles inside. They're probably going to have to lean on that a little more.
As Bishop Fogel has his pass knocked out of bounds. Andy Burdick checks in. Twin brother of Matt Burdick, I believe, number 22. Here we go. Sam Hagan throwing the ball in. Long three-point shot attempt. Rattles out by Nate Hagan. And we're going to have a held ball again. This time possession arrow goes to Landrum. So Landrum throws the ball in. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Landrum in their passing game. There's that jump shot we were talking about. Bank shot by Isaiah Atkins. I would keep feeding that until they find a way to stop it myself. Here's a quick drive. Long three-point shot by Hagan, no good. Rebound, Bishop Fogel. Passes over to Matt Burdick, who drives and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on 23, Isaiah Atkins, his first, team fourth. Matt Burdick to the free throw line. First shot, no good.
And give a lot of credit to Brashier, where Landrum has sat in that zone, crashed on the outside for the shooter. They've then been able to find it on the back or the weak side of that zone and back to a guy who's able to drive in where they vacated to go cover that shooter. They've been well prepared and thus far executed in the game and have a now 1 point or 2 point lead.
Quickly down the floor. Long shot by Noah Dodd from the right corner, no good. Rebound, Brashier. Goes to a breaking Brashier player, 22, Matt Burdick, who could not get it to fall. Stolen by Sam Hagan. He doesn't get the 3-point to fall. It's getting a little physical out there. Let's see what the foul call is. Foul's going to be on number 30.
I don't call out players because that's not who I want to be. I wouldn't want to be publicly called out, especially for high school kids. But the ball on this end you were 3-1 and that ball was on the floor for a long time, and you let 3-1 advantage go to Brashier to get it and kick it back up for potential points and stuff. There's no excuse why one player should be able to recover versus 3, and it's sitting that open.
All right, quickly down court is Hagan. As he's going up, he's fouled by number 15, Durham. Now, one thing about that foul, Hagan had a drive to the basket. I don't know if you noticed this. Number 5, Sam Hagan, had a drive to the basket. He literally slowed down intentionally because he saw how quick McIntyre was coming in. He drew the foul to not only get the free throws, but the foul. That was a smart play. Hagan drinks the first. He's 3 for 3 for the night. There you go, 4 for 4 for the night. Hagan, 34-31. Landrum passing the ball around, quick into Durham McIntyre. Makes a quick right-handed layup. Just under a minute to go. Here comes Landrum. They've extended their zone. Stolen by McIntyre, who comes down the other end just like that. Lays it up, and Landrum now has the lead, 35-34. Timeout, Brashier. Let's see what kind of timeout they're calling here.
And a great adjustment there by Landrum to step up their half and even kind of a three-quarter court pressure there and really take, for lack of a better term, take the fight to them a little bit and such, not just sit back and wait in the zone and wait for you to come to them. And I agree with you. Nobody from the outside for the Cardinals seems to have the hot hand. It's turned into a golf crowd behind me all of a sudden. I think the fans are as stunned as the Cardinal bench is over there about how well, like I said, no discredit to them. And so, but Brashier has really played probably one of the best games, it's safe to say, of the year for them. And they should be very proud of it if their fans are watching from home. But I think the Cardinals would have an advantage, to crash the board and stuff, size advantage. This is probably, like I said, versus a Chesney versus a High Point. We really sometimes struggle with that height advantage, and this is the reason why we play this style of zone a lot. But tonight I think you really are one of those few times we may have that size advantage and be able to take advantage of it with nobody able to have the hot hand from outside.
Yeah. That 30-second timeout brought to us by Ron Hawkins' Next Home Realtors as Brashier brings the ball up. Let's see, we have a stoppage in play. Let's see what this is. 30-second timeout by Brashier. This 30-second timeout again brought to us by Ron Hawkins' Next Home Realtors. Yeah, that's some good points. I mean, Brashier's playing, really good basketball. Landrum, some turnovers that they probably, should work to clean up, especially like we talked about. You're trying to move up in the regions and improve your standings for the playoff bids.
Yeah, Landrum overall hasn't shot it that bad, but it's just been a lot of rebounds, basically not aggressive enough going after loose balls.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Brashier has beat them on the boards, and, they've just played extremely well. Got to be extremely impressed if you're a Brashier fan tonight. So thus far, they've played well for this first half.
Yeah, so we have a backcourt violation. So once you get the ball across the half court, you can't throw it backcourt, and Brashier player jumped from the backcourt. So now they're getting together to talk to it. Call's going to stand. So Brashier's having a tough time with this aggressive, trapping half-court offense that Landrum's doing with 25.6 seconds left in the half. Atkins is back in the game. Let's see if they go back to him like we had talked about earlier. They may just play for that one shot. Here's Atkins at the top of the key. Passes it back to Martindale. Over to Cooper Tidwell, no good. And it's going to be a foul on Durham McIntyre, his second. And that's going to be the fifth foul. Team foul. It's going to be free throws at the other. And not what the Coach Lynn Smith wanted.
And I'm by no means a basketball expert. I've probably seen close to half the games they've played now between Battle at the Border and some of these region games. But, traditionally Landrum is more of a team that has had some of these dynamic shooting and point guards that's been able to really attack, make a lot of acrobatic moves or have a hot hand from the outside. This year, haven't quite had that really hot hand, and Noah does it a good bit at times, but haven't had that consistent shooter from the outside to draw attention away from the interior from game to game and such. And it's been trying to find different ways to win compared to what has been historically, at least, their style.
Martindale drives to the basket at the buzzer. Martindale. No, I take that back. McIntyre. That was Durham McIntyre, number 15, at the buzzer.
Yeah, Martindale fed it to him underneath.
Right.
Good ball movement there at the end.
Yes, that puts Landrum up 37-35 here at halftime. We should have a pretty good game this second half.
Yeah, these two, they're definitely in it. They're worked up, and a team like Brashier coming out tonight, they believe they're in it. Landrum got to regroup at the half, come back out, refocus, and come back out and try and do what they need to do to win this basketball game and stay ahead in these region standings to get into the Class 2A playoffs picture.
Our halftime is brought to us tonight by Stevens Law Firm and also by Chad Wagner State Farm. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have some Wings Etc. stats and do a Warriors Trees game reset for you if you listen to Upstate Prepcast.
Welcome back to the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame Challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chuck, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
Love coming to the Flounder.
I love going to Flounder.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Families have enjoyed the Flounder for generations.
How many years have y'all been coming?
14,
I've been coming here ever since I was young, probably over 40 years now.
Visit the website at theflounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. And if that line is long, it can only mean one thing.
Got a long line, you know the food is good.
The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165. After your visit to the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, we can guarantee that you're going to walk out that door and say,
"That's the best flounder I've ate in a long time, and we will be coming back again."
Discover the power of Mahindra tractors at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney, South Carolina. We're your one-stop destination for top-quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Improve efficiency and productivity with our top-quality tractors designed to handle any job with ease. From planting to harvesting, Mahindra of the Upstate has you covered every step of the way. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Come explore our extensive selection of new and pre-owned Mahindra tractors designed to suit your unique needs. Visit our website at www.sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515 to discover how our farm equipment can elevate your farming experience. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
I
had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Hey, Kevin, long time no see. Are you okay? You're looking a little flushed.
Well, Steve, I just found out my pipes are all backed up.
Well, you know, bran flakes always work for me.
No, I'm talking about the pipes connected to my kitchen sink.
Oh, well, then you need to call the MVP.
Well, who's that?
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, where for 40 years they've been known for their expertise, excellent service, and reliability.
Well, that sounds just like who I need. Mike Varner's Plumbing, you say, at 13520 Asheville Highway in Inman?
Yeah, and you can give him a call at 864-472-8756 or go to his website at MikeVarnerPlumbing.com.
Well, Steve, I tell you, I feel relieved already.
Well, Kevin, sounds like you don't need the brand. You just need to call the man. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, celebrating 40 years of experience, excellence, and reliable service in every job. Because you deserve the best, call the MVP. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing.
Got a tree problem? Need a breathtaking view or professional forestry mulching? No, look no further than JB Trees, LLC. With over 20 years of experience serving upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina, we're the experts in everything from dangerous takedowns to creating stunning vista views. As a family-owned business, we prioritize your safety with full general liability and workers' compensation insurance so you can enjoy having zero worries. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. So schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511. Or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
Hi, this is Ron Hawkins with Next Home Experience Realty. For over 30 years, I've been helping people right here in the upstate of South Carolina buy and sell homes. Whether you're looking for new construction, buying your very first home, searching for that perfect investment property, or selling a home you've loved for years, I've got the experience, the market knowledge, and the negotiation skills to make it happen. I've built my career on honesty, professionalism, and putting my clients first every time. My goal isn't just to close deals, it's to help you make the smartest real estate decisions for your future. So if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, let's talk. Call or text me at 864-415-5792. Email me at realtorronhawkins@gmail.com or visit my online site at spartanburghomes.net. I am Ron Hawkins, your trusted realtor in the upstate, turning for sale into sold for over 30 years.
Are you looking for a church that is real and authentic? Are you past plastic fake people who make you feel like you don't belong? Or are you just feeling the nudge to get back to church? Then maybe you should give View Church a try. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Paris Bridge Road. The people are friendly, and it doesn't take long to feel like your family. Your kids are a priority to us. We don't run a babysitting service, but our kids and youth ministries strive to pour the love of Jesus into your children. The Spirit-filled music ushers you into God's presence, but it's not showy. The messages are relevant, and they're delivered in an understandable way. Maybe View Church is what you're looking for. Visit our website for times and directions at viewchurch.org. We hope to see you soon.
And welcome back to Landrum High School, where the Cardinals lead Brashier Middle College 37-35. About a minute and a half before we get underway in the third quarter. Couple of Wings, etc. game stats for you as we do the Warrior Trees game reset. Let's see here, Hayden Martindale so far in the game, 4 points. Ivan Williams, 6 points. Durham McIntyre, 10 points. Got hot there during the second half. Isaiah Atkins, 4 points. A.J. Lindsey, 4 points. And Noah Dodd, 9 points. And for Brashier, at number 5, Sam Hagan, 16 points off of 4 3-point shots. Bishop Fogel has 9 points, Aiden Muncie 2 points, Matt Burdick 5 points, and Victor Farah 3 points. Only ones to make the scoreboard so far for Brashier. And just a couple of out-of-town scoreboards brought to us by Pocahontas Country Club in Pocahontas, West Virginia. Number 1, Riverside is leading Burns at halftime. I did not get the score. I just found out that they were leading Burns. Burns ranked number 4 in the state. Riverside ranked number 1 in Division II. So that's a good matchup at Burns High School. I try to keep track of scores like that. And one a little bit closer to home. Bowling Springs was winning 20-8 over Gaffney at the end of the first quarter. So I hope the Bulldogs can pull out that win and keep up on that. And we'll again pass along some Pocahontas Country Club scores to you if we get some sent to us. Maybe Harold's out there listening and can track some down. I don't think he likes basketball, though.
Yeah, I was happy to see. Again, I'm more of a baseball person first. I was finally glad to see longtime Atlanta Brave center fielder Andrew Jones in his 8th year of eligibility finally elected to the
he sure did.
Baseball Writers Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So he'll be enshrined, I think, in July.
Yep. Third quarter play tonight brought to us by GSP Security and also brought to us by Mike Varner Plumbing. Turnover tonight brought to us by JB Trees. We need one right here. Brashier inbounds the ball. Burdick passes over to Hagan, who loses it and tracks it back down. Pass by Burdick off the mark. Rebound by Dodd going coast to coast. He loses the handle of the ball. And it's going to be Brashier's ball as it was last touched by Durham McIntyre. Everybody hustling. That was a little bit more of that hustle you were talking about.
Yeah.
At least somebody was on the floor.
Right. No one's ever really asked or commented on it, but if the camera movements aren't quite as fluid as you think a human should be, that's because they're not human. There's a camera mounted up in the gym that school and the teams use to record highlights and film, and we're kind of piggybacking off of it. It's an AI motion camera, so if you wonder why it moves in strange ways, that saves us from needing a cameraman and additional wires and equipment. A big help to us, so that's one less thing you cannot complain about.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, take it up with management. Isaiah gets passed over to Dodd over in that left corner, no good. Fight for the rebound. Brashier comes down with it. Aiden Muncie pulled it down, quickly out to Matt Burdick. Passes over to Hagan. Can't find the bottom of the three-point. Another three-point attempt by number 30, Andy Burdick. This time he drains the three. His first points of the night. Just under 7 minutes, just underway in this Mike Varner Plumbing third quarter. Here we go, Lindsay with a drive and a Euro step, and he gets fouled on the way up. And a little flop action going on. A.J. Lindsay was walking through the paint, and number 30 was barely touched, and he flopped to the floor. Coach Smith giving the flop signal. That's what this is, the flop signal. Should at least get a warning. I kind of agree with him. Flop doesn't have to be during a live ball. Lindsay misses the first one. Lindsay shooting 57% from the free throw line for the season. Coach Smith still asking why we're not getting a flop on that. I agree. And Lindsay makes the second.
So we've always laughed about it. So there's supposed to be an actual foul if someone is deemed to intentionally trying to draw a foul like that.
Yeah, we'll first chance we get, we'll talk about it. It's a violation as Matt Burdick drains a three, and then on the way down, fouls on 22. Mac Burdick. So the first one is a violation. When you they put that rule in place, I believe it was last year, as a quick inbounds pass to Durham McIntyre. He grabs it on the blob. There's a foul going up by number 11, Bishop Fogel. I believe that's his third. McIntyre going to the free throw line for the second time tonight. So yeah, this is the motion, the signal that the officials are supposed to give. And the first time a team does it, as the first free throw is no good, the first time the team does it, it's a warning. No change of possession, just a warning. Second time it happens is a team technical. Okay, so I saw a weird play the other night where it happened and really affected a lot of things. McIntyre misses the second. Lindsay gets the rebound, does a little crossover dribble, drives to the basket, pass over to Ivan Williams. Give him the 2 points. Assist goes to A.J. Lindsay as Brashier quickly down the court. And they're going to call a foul, looks like on Cooper going to be a foul on Noah Dodd. He comes out of the game. Number 3, Maddox Brown, comes back into the game. Quick inbounds pass, long three-pointer by number 30, Andy Burdick. He's starting to heat up. That's his second 3-point.
Yeah, and we let him swing. People lost eyesight on him. Again, just kind of asleep at the wheel at times.
And A.J. Lynch fouled as he's going to the basket. Foul's going to be on number 3, Carson Lewis. His first. Team fourth already. A.J. Lindsay to the free throw line. A.J. shooting 42% from the free throw line for the season. He misses his first one.
If Justin Mathis was here, he'd be quoting Don, some Charlie Munson off of WESC, practice your free throws.
And he misses the second one. Ball rolls around, recovered by Sam Hagan. Now over to Andy Burdick, who's got the hot hand. Official calls a hand check. Foul's going to be on, I believe, A.J. Lindsay. His second. You know, you can just look over at Coach Lynn Smith. He's having to coach from the seated position, and you know the coaches aren't used to that. Just a little different. Inbounds pass over to Fogel. Murdoch has it. Over to Farah. Farah takes a drive, picks up his dribble. Now over to Hagan, who's dribbling around with the left hand. Now back over to Farah. Pass is stolen by Cooper Tidwell. That should have been a basket interference. Cooper Tidwell with the 2 points drive. Should have been a basket interference. The ball was still in the cylinder. And that's going to be a Landrum foul on Cooper Tidwell. So he made the basket, but the ball was in the net. Landrum goes up and grabs the rim. The ball was clearly in the net. I believe you even saw that.
Oh, yeah.
If the ball is in the net, it's a basket interference. Even though the ball's through the rim, by rule, should have been a basket interference. Maybe the official heard me. He was standing right here in front of us. As Brashier drives around, passes over to Bishop Fogel, who tries to drive, and I believe Landrum's called for a foul. It's going to be on Martindale, his first, team fourth. Both teams will be shooting. 4:46 left to go in the quarter. Both teams should be shooting from here on out in the third quarter. Now Hagan with the ball, dribbles around, top of the key. Long three-pointer by Burdick, no good. Ball's being bounced around. A.J. Lindsay with the rebound, passes over to Martindale. Martindale bringing the ball up, left-handed dribble. Now crosses over to right, calling out some plays. Over to Ivan Williams. I have no idea what that call was. I apologize for our listeners. I believe the motion he gave was maybe a carry action, but the ball wasn't in front of him. And the same official, Landrum, steals the ball. Martindale with a long run, steals the ball, and the official says he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And the student section right behind us sort of letting us know that he missed the call. Couple questionable calls. Landrum's just going to have to overcome. That's part of the game sometimes, Kevin. Here we go, inbounds pass. Brashier trying to avoid the trap. Over to Fogel, gets the ball in the middle. Goes up for a shot, but he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Martindale, his second. 15 foul. Going to the line tonight is Bishop Fogel, his second time to the line. And he makes the first one. As a team, Brashier only shoots 57% from the free throw line, so not a very good shooting team.
On normal nights. Tonight, they ain't missing nothing tonight.
1 for 2 from the line for Brashier. A.J. Lindsey brings it up. He likes to drive that basket. He picks up his dribble, passes over to Cooper Tidwell. Now over to A.J. Lindsey. And a hand check foul called against Sam Hagan, his second. That should be free throws for A.J. Lindsey, and he's going to the line. Again, A.J. Lindsey averaging 9.3 points a game. Going to the free throw line, shooting 42% from the free throw line for the season. He's 0 for 2 for the night. And just like that, we jinxed him back into making, we did the reverse jinx on him. He made the first one. And he makes the second one. That should help his average. Landrum going to their trapping defense now. Here comes the trap. There's the trap, long outlet pass over to Hagan. He makes the three-point shot. Sam Hagan, his 5th three-pointer of the night.
Way too many three-point shots that are just completely unopposed.
Well, especially for someone who's made 3. A.J. Lindsey with the one-handed hard drive to the basket and talks it into the basket as he's falling to the ground. Here comes the trap right in front of us, Kevin. Brashier breaks the trap, go over to Hagan for another long three-point shot, his 6th three-point shot of the night. Guy roofing three-point basket. Here's Lindsey with another drive to the basket, kind of driving pretty hard to the basket. Foul's going to be on Victor Farah. I believe that's his first. Should put A.J. Lindsey to the free throw line. His 3rd trip to the free throw line in 3 possessions. Yeah, I mean, number 5, Sam Hagan, coming in averaging 9 points. He's already made 6 three-pointers.
Yeah. There's at least almost 2 people completely unguarded on every possession. And they're finding both of them. And
well, you know, I credit that to film study. They knew that Landrum was going to implement this trap and zone as Lindsey drains the second one. So, like you said, if you're double teaming, somebody's got to be open. Here comes the trap again as he breaks the press. Does Mac Burdick. He passes over to Victor Farr. Farr with the left-handed drive towards the basket. Now out to Fogel. Fogel drives to the basket, puts up a right-handed shot, and talks it into the basket. 12 points for the night for Fogel. Here comes Landrum down the court. Cooper Tidwell with the drive, could not get it to fall. And Brashier with the rebound. Matt Burdick with the ball. Right-handed drive, now switches over to the left hand. Long three-point shot by Farhat, no good. Rebound, Martindale takes off. Left-handed dribble, driving to the basket, drives all the way to the basket, could not get it to fall. Looks like Cooper Tidwell with the rebound, could not get that to fall. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Should be a foul. Foul's going to be on Martindale. Martindale was reaching in as Matt Burdick was driving to the basket. That's 3 on Martindale. Now Burdick comes in shooting. Burdick only shoots 25% from the free throw line. He was 1 for 2 prior to that make. 54-48. Those 3-point shots kind of open up a lead for Brashier. Second one up. Second one's good for Burdick. 55-48. Brashier Middle College. A.J. Lindsay bringing the ball down, running the point. Passes over to Davis Campbell. Now over to Atkins. Over to Williams. Puts up a jump shot from the left elbow and talks it into the basket for 2 points. Williams has 10 points for the night. Here comes Brashier coming up. Puts up a shot. Does Burdick. No good. Quick rebound by Lindsay over to Williams. Down the court. Williams drives to the elbow. Passes over in the corner. Davis Campbell puts up a long shot, throws up an air ball, but Lindsay with the rebound and puts up the basket. Lindsay has 8 points in the quarter. Here comes Brashier again. Pass over to number 10, Sam Farhat, who puts up a 3-point shot. That's his first basket of the night. Here's Lindsay with a hard drive to the basket. Blocking foul called against Brashier is going to send A.J. Lindsay to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Matt Burdick, his second. Again, both teams in the bonus. This quarter is the A.J. Lindsay quarter.
Yeah.
This is 1, 2, 3. This is 4th time to the free throw line tonight.
And typically when they need a big play and a spark, it's A.J. Lindsay. Maybe not the most athletic overall on the floor, but he somehow, whether it be a defensive hustle play, whether it be a physical trip to the basket, and get an and one on some drives. He's usually the guy that they look to give that spark. So have to imagine he's going to be big down the stretch if the Cardinals can get back in this game.
Well, one thing I've noticed, they can't stop his dribble drive, so he's been driving to the basket. 6'8", Isaiah Atkins with the offensive rebound and puts it back. 55-58, Brashier up. Pass over to Nate Hagan, throws up an air ball. And number 5, Sam Hagan, his brother, gets the ball, gets the offensive rebound, but could not get it to fall. He'll go to the free throw line.
Tell you what, they don't have sizes listed. He's obviously the smallest guy on the court.
Yeah.
Even with the afro hairdo here and stuff, but he plays a lot bigger than he is physically on the court. He has been all over the place. Defensively, again, undersized, sometimes by a foot, and I've seen him win battles. Double teamed, trying to go on rebound. So,
well, that's at least his probably, I would say, 3rd or 4th offensive rebound. Hadn't missed from the free throw line yet. Still hasn't. Under a minute. A.J. Lindsay. Let's see if A.J. goes back to that dribble drive. That seems to be working. Now, Brashier drops back to a zone. That's going to make it a little more difficult for him to do his dribble drive. Here's a cross-court pass over to Cooper Tidwell, puts a Guy roofing 3-point shot up, and it goes in from downtown. 27 seconds left to go in the quarter. Brashier dribbles over. Nate Hagan gets called for a travel. Turnover, ball goes to Landrum. 60-58, 22.9 seconds. Landrum has a chance to tie it up or take the lead with a made basket on this possession. That would be huge considering they were down by 8 at one point.
Nice run in the third here. Get you a high-quality shot, tie this game, or possibly even go ahead.
They run a play for Noah Dodd. Noah Dodd puts up a shot with 7 seconds to go. Rebound, Brashier. Hagan with a long 3-point. He banks it home. He didn't call that bank shot. His 7th 3-point shot of the night. He banks that shot home to give Brashier a 63-58 lead headed into the 4th quarter. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll give a quick reset before we head into the 4th quarter. You're listening to Landrum Basketball on Upstate Prepcast.
There's nothing better than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge flat screens at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat and watch the game here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub, good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com. When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter, and no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options and tons of flat screens tuned into sports, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub, good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
And back here, start of the Brookshire Hathaway Home Services C. Dan Joyner fourth quarter, and fourth quarter play also brought to us by Mahindra of the Upstate as Landrum gets possession of the basketball. Start this fourth quarter. Lindsay with another dribble drive to the basket, and he's going to go to the free throw line for a chance for old-fashioned three-point shot as he makes his driving layup. I didn't catch who the foul was on. It was on Brashier, but I did not see who the foul was on. Lindsay puts up his free throw shot, and he gets it to roll. Lindsay went to the free throw line 4 times last quarter. He had 9 points for the quarter, and he picks up where he left off as Brashier brings the ball up. As Hagan has another dribble drive, and he's fouled by Noah Dodd.
I don't know about that. I think he slipped.
I believe so, too.
Didn't touch him. And I may be biased at times, but I try and call it down there, and he slipped going to the floor, and I don't think Dodd ever really touched him.
I don't think so either. So Brashier has 15 made threes for the night. So you need to find a weapon to be able to stop that three-point shot. I mean, they're even getting him to go in from the bank shot. Ivan Williams with the rebound off the missed shot by Brashier.
They're doing it behind the net, off the scoreboard, behind the gymnasium, nothing but net.
Quick passes in the passing game. Here's another dribble by McIntyre. Long shot by Ivan Williams, who makes the Guy Roofing three-point shot.
And the Cardinals all of a sudden back ahead 64-63.
And that's the second made Guy Roofing three-point shot by Ivan Williams. The ball gets bounced around, and there goes Ivan Williams with the steal. He goes up with the slam dunk. The Chad Wagner State Farm slam dunk puts the Cardinals up 66-63. Brashier with the pass. And number 1, Nate Hagan with a drive to the basket and the made basket. Here goes A.J. Lindsay with his dribble. Could not get a drive. Williams with another Guy Roofing three-point attempt.
Remember when I said the Cardinals had nobody with any touch from outside tonight? All of a sudden the sea has changed.
The sea has changed, yes. Puts the Cardinals up 69-65. We got a 30-second timeout. Ron Hawkins next home reel. There's 30-second timeout. Tell you what, Guy Roofing's getting a lot of calls with the three-point shots tonight. That is Ivan Williams' third three-pointer. His second of the quarter gives him 8 points for the quarter. You know, you heard me talk about earlier when Noah Dodd was hot in the first quarter. Feed him the ball. Again, feed the hot guys the ball. You got A.J. Lindsay scoring from the free throw line. Ivan Williams now getting some confidence. Let's see what we can do with that.
And so far, we're just about a minute and a half in. It's kind of been more the determination. If they're going to score, that is Brashier is going to score, we're going to make them earn it. We're going to make them feel it. We're going to not just leave this wide open. We're not going to let them just drive in uncontested. We're going to make them earn these shots. And so far, been able to be more physical in the fourth quarter, more their style of basketball as the Landrum Cardinal.
Landrum drops back into a 1-2-2 zone. Long three-pointer by Hagan off the mark. And see, now you're getting some defense. They drop into the zone, which it's going to limit them on what they can do. Here goes number 3, Maddox Brown with a Guy Roofing three-point shot. We're getting people on the floor. A.J. Lindsay diving on the floor just like Kevin Jackson was talking about earlier. We need some Landrum Cardinals diving on the floor. putting their body at risk to make some plays, and that's what they're trying to do as the ball goes out of bounds. Remains Brashier basketball, 5:55 left to go.
There's a lot of frustration being took out here in this last
I think you're right.
minute and a half for the Landrum Cardinals.
A quick steal by Cooper Tidwell. Tidwell's arguing he was fouled. No call, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Brashier basketball. Bringing the ball, 1-2-2 zone. So you attack the zone from inside out. There's a long three-pointer, rattles at it. No good. A.J. Lindsey grabs the rebound with both hands. Pass quickly down to Cooper Tidwell, puts up a long Guy Roofing three-pointer. Cannot get it to fall.
And now without a shot clock, you can kind of work clock a little more here with a 7-point lead.
Yeah. You'll see a little more desperation as the clock winds down. And I saw from the Battle of the Border, Landrum does have a couple of plays where they do run some clock off. So this is just their offense against a man-to-man. It's a passing offense. Jump shot by Durham McIntyre from the right elbow goes in.
9-point, by far the biggest lead for the Cardinals of the night.
By far. And a quick inbounds pass, or inlet pass over to number 12. Looks like the foul's going to be on number 15, Durham McIntyre. I believe that's his third.
You know, I always disclaim I'm not a basketball, not even a guru, not even a part-time knowledge of ball and stuff. But one thing I think Coach Smith's going to want to improve, a lot of these ball screen movements, they've lost a lot of people in movement and transition tonight. They've allowed a lot of back cuts on that, able to fall, just people not paying attention where the guy swinging around is going. It's allowed to a lot of opportunities, just like we have this time. The Cardinals foul, and they're only going to give up 1 point compared to the easy 2, but an extra foul on the board, both team and personal.
Yep. So it looks like Brashier calls a Reese Ward Synovus Mortgage 60-second timeout. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and give a quick game reset. You listen to Upstate Prepcast.
Hi, this is Ron Hawkins with Next Home Experience Realty. For over 30 years, I've been helping people buy and sell homes. Whether you're looking for new construction, buying your very first home, searching for that perfect investment property, or selling a home you've loved for years, call or text me at 864-415-5792 or visit my online site at spartanburghomes.net. I am Ron Hawkins, your trusted realtor in the Upstate, turning for sale into sold for over 30 years.
Warrior Tree Service, your go-to tree experts. Family owned and operated since 2020, offering service from tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding. At Warrior Tree Service, we handle it all. When nature strikes, count on us to clean up the mess and restore your property back to normal. Visit our website at warriortreeservicesc.com. To get a free estimate, call 864-278-2555. Warrior Tree Service, where nature thrives, we revive.
Back here at Landrum High School, quick out-of-town scoreboard brought to us by Pocahontas Country Club. Bowling Springs 53, Gaffney 40 at the end of the third quarter. As Landrum breaks the Brashier press, throws it into Ivan Williams underneath the basket, gets his own rebound for the basket.
Good,
Williams,
strong putback there to be able to plant his feet, reset, and get that.
Williams with 10 points in the quarter. And just like you're talking about, Hagan, who's made 7 threes, is now off the mark in his last 3 attempts. Inbounds pass, or inlet pass down to Durham McIntyre for the layup. Here's a Euro step. Pass over to 22, Matt Burdick, and now Brashier can't get anything to fall. Like you said, their lucky streak in their shooting may have run out. A.J. Lindsey's bringing the ball out. Man-to-man defense. There you go. As Noah Dodd was driving to the basket, a foul called on number 23, Victor Farah. It's going to send Noah Dodd to the free throw line. Noah Dodd is the best free throw shooter on the Landrum roster, 83% for the year. Has not been to the free throw line yet this tonight.
3:45 left, a 13-point lead for the Cardinals now. This obviously the hottest the Cardinals have been able to shoot all game. And if this doesn't go Brasier's way here tonight, they have nothing to be ashamed for. They came in tonight and absolutely for 3 quarters gave Landrum everything they want. Again, there's still time. Don't want to write it off, but Cardinals have been hot here and potential to go up 14 here. And they do, 80 points on the night with 3:45 left to go in the ball game.
As Brashier brings the ball down, passes over to Victor Farr. Victor Farr trying to drive, can't get a drive going. Now Andy Burdick trying to drive, long pass over to Matt Burdick. Matt Burdick throws it out to Hagan, who puts up a long 3-point shot. That's 0 for 4 in his last 4 shots after making 7 before that. A.J. Lindsey brings the ball down against the man-to-man defense. Dribble drive to the basket. Can't get the fall, but there's a foul called on Brashier. Andy Burdick called for the foul to send A.J. Lindsey to the free throw line.
Well, in a competitive game, you usually see runs on both sides to where everybody's hot and cold. Brashier for 3 quarters tonight was as hot as any team you've seen this year. They could not miss on the court, but they have really went cold here, and the Cardinals have picked their probably best shooting time, especially from beyond the arc and from that mid-range where they really had struggled up to this quarter, relying mostly on free throws and layup putback opportunities.
As A.J. Lindsey makes 1 out of 2 of the Flounder Seafood Restaurant free throws. Long 3-point shot attempt by Burdick, no good. Rebound Landrum. Tidwell pulled it down, passes over to Lindsey, who's at the top of the key. There's going to be a foul called on number 30, Burdick. That's his 4th foul. Lindsey had a couple of words to say. That's going to be. I don't think they're in the shooting bonus yet. Another out of town Pocahontas Country Club scoreboard at halftime. Number 1 Riverside 51. Number 4 Burns Rebels 41 at halftime. A 5A matchup. And Landrum inbounds over to Martindale, who's back in the game. Over to Noah Dodd, back over to Martindale. Running their normal offense. Another guy roofing 3-point shot by Tidwell. His 2nd of the night. And Brashier, 2:33 left to go. Getting the ball knocked around. Players on the floor, goes to the arrow. Possession arrow is going to go back to Brashier Middle College. And you hear the student section and the Landrum fans giving a big hand to number 55, Trey Nesbitt, who's in the game for the first time.
That's not Trey Nesbitt. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely not Trey Nesbitt.
Okay. Shot up by Brashier, no good.
He's wearing 55, which is sometimes Trey's number, but
okay.
Let me look around here.
And look at there, number 2, Hayden Martindale with a left-handed drive to the basket. 86-66, just like that is a 20-point lead. Brashier passing it around, drive to the basket, now bounce pass down to number 11, Fogel. He can't get it to fall. They're getting 1 shot and only 1 shot as Durham McIntyre goes coast to coast, put a little spin on the ball. Minute 39 left to go, puts a little spin on the ball, lays it in.
22-point lead all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Oh, this, a good comeback by Landrum. Landrum with the steal, said it's a backcourt violation. We've already seen it a couple of times. Saw it in the girls' game, saw it one time tonight.
I'll say it again, as it always has been. A.J. Lindsey, that late third quarter, early fourth quarter, took some drives to the hoop, made some free throws, and then Noah Dodd just kind of built that pressure cooker up, and finally Noah Dodd took the top of it off here in the fourth quarter, and it is just poured out.
Ivan Williams poured in some in the third quarter as well.
Absolutely.
Here's a drive to the basket over to Mason Swingle came into the game, misses off the mark. Got a couple other subs in the game that I'll be trying to get the word out here in a minute. Pass over to number 55. He puts up a long three-point shot, no good. Under a minute. Pass is stolen by Martindale. Martindale's looking for someone to shoot. 55 again. Another three-point shot off the mark. Rebound Carter Gaines for Brashier. Brashier dribbling down and throws the ball out of bounds. 42.5 seconds left to go.
And if you're Brashier, for the first 31 minutes of this ball game, you couldn't have played any better. But the
it's like a Reese Novus Morgan 60-second timeout by Landrum. I think they're going to try to play it to try to get some of their substitutes a couple of points.
But eventually, Cinderella loses her slipper, and they just went cold there in this last 8-9 minutes. But they had an absolute great game plan, come out, really executed it, and really put a scare into the Cardinals. Not played them, like I said, for the first 3 quarters and 1 minute, as well as anyone has really all year, and including some of the guys up at the top of this region. So really good building block for them. They've got a lot of juniors. They got some seniors in there too, but a lot of juniors and guys playing in there, and they've fantastic effort for Brashier. But the Cardinals finally doing what they do well. Finally, with that intensity, all that effort there in the fourth quarter, finally played their game, and like I said, better late than never.
Yeah, there you go.
In this day and age where everybody wants the propaganda network, I can't be that way. We stunk it up if you're Landrum for first 3 quarters, but proud of this, proud for not giving up when everything was going Brasier's way, and finally being patient and persistent and do it and coming through for what's going to be a big win. The foul is on 55 here.
Well, 55 was fouled by
Hold on.
Lucas Bennis. 55 is going to the free throw line. Another Pocahontas Country Club out-of-town scoreboard. West Oak 26, Walhalla 21.
Caden Yarborough, number 55 tonight.
Caden Yarborough, okay,
Yep.
Thank you. And off the mark with his first one, trying to get him in the scorebook. Cannot get the second one to fall. He gets his own rebound though. Martindale with the ball, dribbling around, trying to get some of his teammates a chance to score.
They're going to try and work him open and do something here.
Yeah, shoot it. And
they'll go back to the line.
6 seconds left. He's going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, we saw Trey Nesbitt in last Friday, so I know this wasn't Nesbitt, even though the numbers, like you said, match. So a lot of rosters posted online are best served for how they are.
Yeah,
most of the time, but you have some of these games where people get called up.
Sometimes I'll reach out to the coaches and get a roster in advance. I just didn't do it today.
That's all right.
Updated.
Listen, they change all the time.
Updated Pocahontas Country Club score is Riverside 69, Burns 51 at the end of 3. And that's going to do it. Final score is going to be Landrum 88 and Brashier 66. Kevin, let's take a quick break and then I'll get some totals going. We'll come back and we'll do the Wings Etc. post-game show and we'll see what's coming up next for us.
All right, you hit me when you're ready.
Okay.
There's nothing better than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge flat screens at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat and watch the game here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com. When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter, and no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options and tons of flat screens tuned into sports, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
Have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
This is Steve Roper,
Kevin Jackson
at Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing, proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a
hold everything, folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman.
And welcome back to Landrum as Landrum defeats Brashier Middle College 88-66. Welcome to the Raymond James Financial Postgame Show, brought to us by Flounder Seafood and Warrior Trees. Our title sponsor tonight, Wings Etc. Got some quick stats for us to wrap up tonight. So we'll start with Brashier Middle College tonight. They number 5, Sam Hagan, finishes with 27 points. Impressive night for him, 7 3-pointers. I mean, he was all they had, but when he went cold, the team went cold for sure. Bishop Fogel, number 11, finishes with 11 points, and number 22, Matt Burdick, finishes with 10 points. And for Landrum, Hayden Martindale finishes the game with 6 points. Maddox Brown with 3 points off a 1 3-point shot. Ivan Williams, leading scorer for Landrum tonight, with 23 points. Durham McIntyre finishes with 18 points. Cooper Tidwell with 8 points. Isaiah Atkins with 7 points. A.J. Lindsey with 19 points, 19 hard-earned points, I might add. And Noah Dodd with 11 points. For the game, Landrum hit 4 3-pointers in the fourth quarter, which kind of helped turn things around, whereas in the fourth quarter, I didn't have Brashier hitting any 3-point shots, on my stats. So, that was a game of hot and cold. You had Sam Hagan, like you said, the first 3 quarters, they were hitting everything. And we said early on, it takes a full game, and the depth of Landrum just took over.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Brashier fan and watch this, you have nothing absolutely at all to be disappointed in, maybe other than the final score. But, I mean, your guys really played well. They shot lights out for those first 3 quarters. They moved the ball well, and they even still moved the ball really well. I mean, they had wide open shots there in the fourth, but finally, the law of averages usually does play out, and unless it's just one of those special nights, and we've seen it, but tonight they played out there. Finally, if you shoot outstanding for 3 quarters, at least one of those quarters has got to be bad, and for the Landrum Cardinals, fortunately it was, and credit to Landrum. There's a lot of times I think Brashier got up as much as maybe 8, and it would have been very easy for a team that's maybe fought to have success this year as Landrum has at times. Now, granted, most of those losses are some top 5 in the state type teams, but it would have been real easy to say, well, maybe this just isn't our year and this is their night. But, this is kind of what you grind for in the off season and practice and those bonding exercises you do in the off season and such, to kind of when the stakes are stacked up against you, to be able to come out with your back against the wall. And like I said, A.J. Lindsey with a couple of hustle plays, then finally got between Noah Dodd and Ivan Williams, finally started hitting those shots that they weren't hitting throughout the evening, that kind of took the pressure off, and it just, like a pressure cooker, it just all exploded and all over the ceiling, all over the floor and everywhere.
Yeah.
So just a fantastic job for Landrum keeping their spirits up, keep going and keep battling until finally everything started aligning their way. So
that's an impressive analysis because, your own admission, you don't know a whole lot about basketball. I beg to differ because you said it earlier, and it's a very important part of basketball. Those of us that know a lot about the game itself, know that what you said was true, and that is the shooting percentage. It's hard for a team to shoot 40-50% because a normal high school shooting team from the three-point line is going to shoot about 31%,
right,
which is 3 out of 10 shots. They were probably shooting 70% in the first 3 quarters. And it's hard to keep that throughout a game. And so when I'm in your seat and I'm analyzing the game, that's one of the things I'm looking for. What are the shooting percentages?
Right.
And we knew, just like you said, that shooting percentage over the course of the game is going to go down. So
unless it's just one of those special nights where we have to tip your hat, and I thought that's the way we were going for a little ways there. But
yeah. So Landrum improves to a 3-3 in the region and 11-9 overall. Brashier drops to 1-5, 3-12 overall. I believe you said you're going to be on the air Friday night.
Yeah, and that was another thing coming into the night. Like I said, you always said I try to be an objective analysis. A lot of people today, if you don't just fully tell everybody that everyone's wonderful and has a big shot, Brashier, anyone has a chance to win. We thought based on their record and how we played common opponents with them that we would be favored to maybe be out in what became that 20-point margin and such. But, a part of what I said in my early game analysis was Liberty comes in here, a team that's been top 5, top 8 in 2A in the state this year. They're third currently in the region behind Chesney and High Point, which are top 5 in the state in 2A. But very important to get out of that 4 seed of the playoffs. So you never know, how much was it looking forward to Friday versus Liberty? Or, again, credit all the Brashier the world. They come in here with a game plan and hit everything they could for 3+ quarters and stuff. But now, you've went through these last couple games against teams you thought you may be able to get a lot of playing time for your younger guys in. But now it's back to a really rough stretch against another round versus a Liberty, versus a Chesney, versus a High Point, where all these turnovers that we've talked about, these high percentage of turnovers, the lack of hustle we saw it sometimes, again, was that a symptom or a bug?
Yeah.
And Coach Smith, I have all the confidence in him in the world. I don't think you give him even talent, he can outcoach anybody in the state, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that high regard of him and stuff, and I know that those things are going to show up on the film, and he's going to be after him, try and get a way to get up to a better seed for a 3 seed, hopefully, in the playoffs to position yourself. Because I think anyone, especially out of these top 3, 4s in this region, they're going to be able to go into your 2 and 3 seeds coming out of other regions and have favorable match just because of the intensity and toughness of the teams in this region. So looking forward to a big-time matchup. J.B. Brown, Justin Mathis will join us. You'll be back in a week or so for Chesney.
Keep supposed to have some weather, so keep an eye on your social media. Whether there's a game change, whether it's Landrum social media or Upstate Prepcast.
Right.
All right. So for Kevin Jackson and Ken Walter, we appreciate you listening to Upstate Prepcast, brought to us by Wings Etc. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.